In today's video, we will start properties of real numbers. First of all, we will do these properties with respect to addition. First property is closure property. If we have two real numbers, say a and b, then if we'll add them a plus b, we'll get a new real number. So this is called a closure property. In our language, we say that this is a closed property, closeness. We operate two numbers and get a number from same set, then we called it closure property. Look at example. We have two real numbers, say minus 3 and 5. If we add them, we will get minus 3 plus 5, which is 2, again a real number. So it is a closure property of real numbers. Next property is commutative property. We have two real numbers a and b. Then commutative law hold. What is commutative law? A plus b equal to b plus a. It is verified in real numbers. Look at example. We have two real numbers 2 and 3. If we add them, 2 plus 3 we get 5. If we add 3 plus 2, then again get 5. So commutative law is valid with respect to addition in real numbers. Next property, associative property. We have three real numbers, a, b and c. What is associative law? A plus b in brackets plus c equal to a plus brackets b plus c. This property is hold, then it is called associative property, where a, b and c belong to real numbers. Look at example. We have 5, 7 and 3, any three real numbers. Then look at screen. We get 5 plus 7 in brackets plus 3 equal to 5 plus 7 plus 3 in brackets. If we solve them, we get 15 equal to 15. Next property is additive identity. Identity element is that element if we operate with any other element, get that any other element in the solution. Take 0 from set of real numbers. If we add 0 in any real number, say a, b, whatever the real number, then we get that real number. For example, if we have real number 2, if we add 0 in 2, we get 2. Additive inverse. For any real number, there exists negative of that real number, such that if we add them, we get 0, which is additive identity. Look at example. Say we take 3 from real numbers, then there exists minus 3, such that 3 plus minus 3 is equal to 0, which is additive identity. So, inverse of every element exists with respect to addition, and that inverse is unique. Uniqueness means that for one element there is only one inverse. Look at 3, there is minus 3, which is unique inverse of 3. Next we'll do properties of real numbers under multiplication. Suppose we have three real numbers a, b and c. Closure property of real numbers. If we have two real numbers, say a, b, multiply them, we get answer from real numbers. For example, we take two real numbers 6 and 7. If we multiply them, we get 42. So this is 42 is again real number. As we did closure property in addition, that is same in multiplication, just operator is changed. Second property, commutative property of multiplication. Same commutative law with respect to multiplication will hold if we have two real numbers, say a and b, then commutative law with respect to multiplication hold, which is a multiply b equal to b multiply a. For example, we take two numbers, say 9 and 4, we multiply them and get 36. If we multiply 9 with 4 or we multiply 4 with 9, we get 36. So commutative law is valid in real numbers. Next property is associative property of multiplication. As associative law was valid in addition, here associated law is valid in multiplication. Take three numbers 3 and 5, say if we multiply 5 with 3 and then multiply with 2, we get 30. If we multiply 3 with 2 first and then multiply with 5, we get 30. Left side equal to right hand side. So associative law of multiplication also hold. Next property is multiplicative identity. As we did additive identity, which was 0, here multiplicative identity, which is 1. There exists 1 in set of real numbers, such that if we multiply it with any other real number, we get that real number in the answer. That is the definition of identity element, which gives that unique element. Here verbal description: if you multiply a real number by 1, you will get the original number itself. Next, property of multiplication together with addition, which is called distributive properties. Suppose a, b and c, we have three real numbers. Then if a into b plus c, it will equal to ab plus ac. AB in brackets and C is outside of bracket, will get AC plus BC. This is called distributive law. So look at example. 4 into 5 plus 8 is equal to 4 multiply 5 plus 4 multiply 8. We'll get 20 plus 32. It gave 52, I think. We get 5 plus 8 on side and multiply it with 4. That is also 32. So left hand side equal to right hand side. Distributive property is satisfied. Next, in set of real number, there are equality property. Look at this table. First property is addition property. If we have three real numbers x, y and z, if x equal to y, then x plus z equal to y plus z. If two real numbers are equal, if we add same real number on both sides, then the answer will also equal. This property is addition property of equality of real numbers. Second property is multiplication property. Look at table. We have three real numbers x, y, z. If x equal to y, then if we multiply a real number z with both sides of equation, equality is valid. We get x multiply z equal to y multiply z. Reflexive property. Every number equal to itself, such as 2 is equal to 2 always, 3 is equal to 3. This is called reflexive property. Here we have x, so x is equal to x. Next property is symmetric property. It says if we have two real numbers x and y, then if x is equal to y, then y will also equal to x. Order does not matter. which number you take first. If two numbers are equal, then x will equal to y will also equal to x. Order doesn't matter here. Next property is transitive property. Number equal to same number are equal to each other. Next, properties of inequality of real numbers. If a is less than b and b is less than c, then a will also less than c. Take any example. We have 2 less than 3 and 3 less than 4. Clearly obvious that 2 will less than 4. Okay. Addition property. If a is less than b, then a plus c is less than b plus c. Any obvious example. 2 is less than 3. If we add 1, 2 plus 1 is less than 3 plus 1, which is obvious addition property. Next, multiplication property. If a is less than b and c greater than 0, then ac less than bc. Okay. If c is a positive number, then order will not change. A is less than b, we multiply with any positive number, we get ac less than bc. If we multiply any negative number, the order will change. Last property, multiplicative inverse property. If we have two real numbers and both are non-zero real numbers, then a is less than b implies 1 over a greater than 1 over b. If we take inverse of two numbers, order of equality changes. Second, if a is greater than b, we take inverse on both sides, we'll get 1 over a less than 1 over b. Inverse will change symbol of inequality. If it is greater symbol, after inverse it will change into less than symbol.